Hey guys, it's Dave here, and welcome to another Let's Play video. So today I'll be playing Skull King, and in this game you're basically making bets of how many you're gonna win, like how many hands are you gonna win. So each card that you have has an ability, like this one for example that's in my hand is the White Whale. So with the White Whale, and I apologize if this is going fast, it's kind of a long game so I sped it up. With the White Whale, you can play that, and then the card that has the highest value, like number value, will win. So usually in this game, the order of the power of the cards is the Skull King, which beats the Pirate but loses to the Siren, and then the Pirate, which beats the Siren but loses to the Skull King and beats all other cards. Other than the White Whale. So like for the White Whale, for example, the White Whale doesn't win the turn, it'll just make other people lose the turn. So sometimes you want people to lose their bets so that you can ultimately get more points than them. So a lot of times it's safe to bet, one or two, because if you get it wrong, you might only get -10, -20. If you get it right, you'll get the amount of the cards times 20, I believe. Or the amount of your bet times 20. So it's pretty good. And later in the round, if you bet 0, like on round 8 or something, because there's 10 rounds, then you'll get 80 points if you get that correct. But if you were to bet 8 cards, if you were to bet 8 and you got all 8 right somehow, like if you had 8 amazing cards, you would get even more points. So it really depends on what you have. Sometimes you might have good cards, but you want to bet 0 so that you get more points. And it really depends, because if someone plays, for example, a Pirate, then you could play a Pirate and then they would win if you didn't want to win your bet. So it's all about, or if you didn't want to win that round because you're trying to lose that round because you bet a certain amount, if that makes sense. You can bet 1 to 10. Based on the amount of cards there are, you can't bet more than the amount of cards you have, obviously. So yeah, some of these cards, the black cards, for example, they beat all the color cards, but you can only play a black card if you don't have the color that's been played first. So whoever plays the first color sets the color. So as you can see, she set the color yellow. So if you had a yellow card, you'd have to play a yellow. If you don't have a yellow, a black card would beat that, but a Pirate or a Siren or a Skull King would beat all the black cards. So if that makes sense. The 3 colors are all pretty much equal, other than the 14. So there's a 14 of each color, and that's the most powerful of that color. But the colors are all even other than the black, which takes preference, if that makes sense. It's a little confusing. If you guys play this game over time, you kind of understand. And it's definitely easier online because they do everything for you. So you can really, figure it out easily because it'll be done for you. So here, this sometimes you want to play a card, but you can't, because like if you wanted to play a black card, but you had a purple and the color was set purple, then that's a problem. So this one, that's an escape card. So if you escape, then the color will be determined by who plays next. Or if someone plays a Pirate and not a color, then you can play any color you want or anything you want. Like the Pirate, the Siren, the Skull King, the escape card, the White Whale, and the Kraken. I'll explain the Kraken in a second. Those, if they are played, then you can play any card, whatever you have. So you don't always want to win the round. Like you want to win whatever your bet is, if that makes sense. So here's the Kraken. So the Kraken will actually delete all the cards from that round. So no one wins that round, basically. And I keep saying round, I mean that turn, because there's 10 rounds, but each turn is the amount of cards there are. So like if it's round 9, then there's 9 turns, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's a lot of strategy involved. Sometimes you have to see what other people are playing, what their bets are. You can figure out, there's only one Kraken in the whole deck. There's only one White Whale if they played it already. You can strategically wait to play your Siren, because the Siren will lose to the Pirate, but it'll beat the Skull King. So if someone plays a Skull King and you have a Siren and you're trying to win, like, you can beat them. And if you play this game more, like, the pirates have different abilities. In the online version, I think it also works in the online version. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's all about whoever gets the most points at the end, and if you're like within 100 points of the winner on round 10, then usually it's best to bet 0, because you could beat them even if you have good cards. You know, you could always play a pirate after someone else and you could win 0, and then you would get 100 points. So that pirate could be an escape or a pirate. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time for the next one. Adios.